The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald is a classic American novel set in the Roaring Twenties, a period of excess and decadence. The story is narrated by Nick Carraway, a Yale graduate and World War I veteran, who moves to West Egg, Long Island, and becomes entangled in the lives of his mysterious neighbor Jay Gatsby and his cousin Daisy Buchanan. The novel begins with Nick renting a small house next to Gatsby's opulent mansion. Through Nick's eyes, we witness the extravagant parties Gatsby throws every weekend, attended by the rich and influential. Despite the grandeur of these gatherings, Gatsby himself remains elusive, rarely seen by his guests. Nick becomes friends with his wealthy and charismatic neighbor, and through their interactions, Gatsby reveals a longing for the past. Gatsby is deeply infatuated with Daisy Buchanan, a woman he met and fell in love with during World War I. The problem is that Daisy is now married to Tom Buchanan, a wealthy and arrogant man with whom she has a tumultuous relationship. As the novel unfolds, it becomes clear that Gatsby's entire life revolves around the pursuit of wealth and success, all in an attempt to win back Daisy's love. Gatsby enlists Nick's help in orchestrating a reunion with Daisy, who lives across the bay in East Egg. The love story between Gatsby and Daisy serves as the central thread of the narrative, exploring themes of unrequited love, the American dream, and the corruption of wealth. Tom Buchanan, Daisy's husband, becomes a source of conflict in the story. He is an embodiment of the old money aristocracy and represents the established social order. Tom is aware of Gatsby's feelings for Daisy and becomes increasingly suspicious of Gatsby's background and the source of his wealth. The tension between Gatsby and Tom escalates, leading to a confrontation that exposes Gatsby's vulnerability and the hollowness of his wealth. Fitzgerald uses symbolism throughout the novel to convey deeper meanings. The green light at the end of Daisy's dock, visible from Gatsby's mansion, symbolizes Gatsby's unattainable dreams and aspirations. The eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg, on a billboard in the Valley of Ashes, represent the moral decay of society and the lack of true values in the pursuit of the American dream. Tragedy strikes as Gatsby is falsely implicated in a hit-and-run accident involving Tom's mistress, Myrtle Wilson. Tom reveals Gatsby's involvement to Myrtle's husband, George Wilson, who then shoots Gatsby before taking his own life. Gatsby dies alone in his mansion, betrayed by the very society he sought to impress. Despite the lavish parties and apparent success, Gatsby's life is marked by loneliness and an inability to move beyond his past. His death highlights the emptiness of the American dream when pursued solely for material gain and social status. In the aftermath of Gatsby's death, the Buchanans show a callous indifference to the consequences of their actions. Daisy and Tom retreat into their privileged world, leaving others to deal with the aftermath. Nick, disillusioned by the moral decay he witnesses, decides to return to the Midwest. The Great Gatsby is not just a love story but a critique of the American dream and the moral and social values of the 1920s. It explores the illusion of success and the consequences of relentless pursuit of wealth and status. Through Gatsby's tragic life and death, Fitzgerald paints a picture of a society that, despite its glittering surface, is plagued by corruption, shallow pursuits, and a disregard for the human cost of ambition. The novel remains a timeless commentary on the complexities of the American dream and the illusions that can accompany the pursuit of happiness.